Once upon a time, in a small village in a kingdom far away, there lived a young man called Lucas.
Lucas, why don't you tell her how you feel?
What if she says no? I don't know if my heart will be able to bear the pain.
What if someone else gets to her before you do?
No! You're right, my friend. I should tell her how I feel before it's too late.
And so, gathering his courage, Lucas walked up to Suzanne to tell her about his feelings.
Suzanne?
Yes?
Have a nice day, Suzanne.
You too, Lucas.
Thanks. Wait, you know my name?
Of course. We went to the same school, remember?
And the English teacher found a certain love letter that you wrote to a certain someone.
Oh, that. Yes, that was Marcus. He had written it.
Really? I guess I better speak with Marcus then.
Actually, it wasn't Marcus. It was me. I love you. Wait, I didn't say that.
You so did!
Okay, bye. Huh? Suzanne.
My name is Suzanne, not Suzanne. Relax, silly. I came here to tell you that I have waited for you to tell me about your feelings since high school. And when you finally did, you ran away.
Well,
I love you too.
You what?
Shh. Your parents will hear. Meet me tomorrow by the lake. Bye.
Am I dreaming?
I hope not. See you tomorrow.
See you.
The next afternoon, Lucas and Suzanne met by the lake, and the young couple drew castles of love in the air.
I still cannot believe you're mine.
Promise me you will never leave?
Never. Our love is immortal.
It is.
Months passed since that day, and Suzanne and Lucas were in love now, more than ever.
Okay, now go. Father will come any moment. Seeing you here on my balcony will not create a great first impression, you know?
I can't take this distance anymore.
You don't have to. You're coming to speak with him tomorrow.
Ah! Tomorrow! Cannot wait. I love you so much.
I love you too. Now go.
Bye.
Bye, silly.
Meanwhile, Nebula, a young witch from the mountains, had entered the village a week ago to buy some herbs. She was roaming in the market when her eyes fell on Lucas. She fell in love with him instantly.
My, that handsome young man!
But to Nebula's surprise, she saw Lucas embracing another woman, Suzanne, and was beyond furious. Since then, she had been following Lucas slyly, like a shadow, until...
Hello, Lucas. I am Nebula, and I come from Mount Charles.
Hi? What can I do for...
What if I told you that I love you?
Excuse me?
Do you love me back?
Are you okay? I don't know you. Besides, I love someone else.
Well then, if I can't have you, oh, Carpenter, no one can.
What?
When you next go to the forest for wood, at the first stroke of your axe, you shall be changed into a wolf.
And saying that, Nebula turned and walked away. Lucas laughed in his head and went home. That afternoon, slighting the witch's threats, Lucas put his oxen to the wagon and drove to the forest. But no sooner had he struck a tree, the axe fell to the ground. Surprised and terrified, he looked at his hands. They were changed into wolf's paws.
No!
Almost maddened with fear and distress, he ran about the forest. He looked into a pool of water, and saw that he was changed into a wolf. He hastened with pain and terror and ran out of the woods. People began to scream and shout and run with horror at the sight of an enormous wolf at the edge of the woods.
Run for your lives!
And seeing them go hither and thither, the beast realized the panic he had brought to the people. Howling a loud howl, the werewolf turned around and disappeared into the woods. The sun sank and then arose again. It was a new day. But for the werewolf, a dreadful life had only begun. Back in the village, Suzanne waited with bated breath for her Lucas to come home and ask her hand in marriage. But he did not come, for reason only known to him.
Forgive me, my love. I cannot come to you in this state, for I will scare you. But I will go and find this witch, so that she can reverse the curse and I can come back to you soon.
And thus, Lucas, who was now a werewolf, began his journey towards Mount Charles. Many rivers he crossed, and many forests he walked, making sure he stays out of the sight of humans. And whenever he came across a water body, he would catch fish with his bare hands and eat them to his heart's content. He went on, and one day, his journey brought him to a meadow where he saw a pack of hyenas encircle a little boy, saliva dripping from their mouths as they inched closer to the boy.
Somebody, please help me.
And, with a loud roar, Lucas jumped into the scene. The hyenas, upon seeing the huge beast, ran hither and thither before disappearing behind the trees.
Please, please, don't kill me.
Lucas looked at the scared boy, and then turning his head towards his path, continued on his journey. At that moment, a voice was heard. The voice of a woman. Lucas turned around to see Nebula, the witch, come running towards the little boy and hug him.
Jack! Oh, Jack, why did you leave my hand? Are you okay?
Yes, that strange-looking wolf helped me.
Nebula looked at the wolf, and at once knew who it was.
Lucas?
Lucas howled, bowed his head. A drop of tear escaped his eyes, for he felt so helpless that he could not speak.
I am so sorry, Lucas. My anger got the better of me. You saved my brother's life. We will forever be grateful.
And saying so, the witch gently stroked Lucas' head, and at once he turned into his human self. Words failed to escape his mouth as he saw his hands and touched his face. His resentment towards the witch immediately vanished.
Lucas, I am sorry. I have learned that true love is not always about winning the person you love. Sometimes it's about watching that person happy without you.
Well, let bygones be bygones. I must go to my love at once.
Lucas, wait! The curse! It cannot be lifted permanently.
What do you mean?
You are human now, but whenever you become angry, the wolf inside you will rise. I am sorry, but there is no way to reverse the entire curse.
I'm going to meet my love. My heart has no place for anger. Thank you, and goodbye.
You have traveled a long way, Lucas. Here, this spell will take you to your village at once.
And with a shimmering light, Lucas disappeared from the meadow and appeared in his village.
Now, to my love.
He at once went to Suzanne's house, where he saw a lot of people gathered, as if a celebration was going on.
What's going on?
Why? Susan and Marcus just got married. Wait, aren't you?
But Lucas didn't wait. He at once rushed inside to see Suzanne and Marcus in their wedding dress, with their family standing around them.
Suzanne?
Lucas?
You got married? To Marcus?
You have the audacity to come back to me after 3 years and ask me if I got married? I waited for you long enough, Lucas.
But...
Lucas, enough. It's our wedding day. Don't ruin it.
Lucas looked at Marcus, and the veins in his forehead began to bulge. And, with a loud roar, he changed into a werewolf. Panic broke into the house, and people ran in fear, while Lucas inched closer towards Marcus, flexing his long canine teeth and claws. And just as Lucas was about to pounce on Marcus,
Stop! What happened to you? What have you turned into? Please! He is my husband now. If you have to harm someone, then harm me.
Suzanne cried, with her hands joined together, pleading. Seeing tears in her eyes, the wolf inside Lucas began to calm down, and he turned back into his human self.
We promised each other eternal love. And you couldn't wait for me?
We all thought you were dead, Lucas.
No. Oh, no. Your love wasn't immortal. But mine was. Still is. Have a great life, Suzanne. I will forever love you.
In saying so, Lucas turned around and growled ferociously while turning into a werewolf. Then, with earth-shaking steps, he ran out of the house and towards the woods. He was never seen again. But legend has it that the werewolf is still alive and living amongst us. And whenever the thoughts of his love trouble him, he excludes himself from humans and takes refuge in the woods, where he howls his pain away. For not all love stories have happy endings. Some just turn into legends.